right, this Michael Burgess. There's a Flex Air fan on Brutus. It's got a little pump, little electric pump that pumps air, and then a box, then an air hose right here. I keep getting my phone in the wrong spot. But what I keep doing is the son of a buck was pulled out when I got the rig. And then the other day I realized my fan wasn't purging, and it was pulled out again. I guess the fan's a hitting it. So to keep from having to go through everything, I've been kind of come in here like there and put a heat shrink tube on it, and then heat shrinked it over the air line. That's a nylon air line. I had to actually heat shrink a patch a hole in it. Where's that hole at? Right there, where the fan blade caught it. And I zippy tied it to the radiator, so we'll see if it holds up now. I don't think anything's rubbing. I don't want anything to be rubbing that hub and tearing out my bearings, but there's a little bit of resistance. Oh, it's in the hose itself. Yeah, I think that's kosher. Okay, got an oil leak, or a fuel leak. Johnny Popper and them crush fittings. I hate them things. If you're watching Johnny Popper, I hate them things. If my opinion matters to anyone. Alright, let me put this back together. Oh, and Nick told me start using wobble sockets. So I went and got some high dollar wobble sockets for half-inch drive. Probably the best brand you can get at your local Harbor Freight. I don't know why it won't zoom in on there, but there it is. And these babies, Nick says he swears by these. Just so, if that might help anybody. And if Nick says it's pretty much, you can take her to the bank, driver. Of course, I'm the same way. I use this little screw gun to put majority of the stuff back that don't have it. But his thought on this socket is, well, hang on, let me change sockets. Before anybody gets all confused, I ain't saying Nick uses Pittsburgh. I'm sure he uses nicer stuff than that. But me, I'm a tight butt. All right, there it is. See, hang on, come on now. Now I couldn't put that on with an impacting out of the way. Oh, come here. Oh, shoot. There we go. Oh, how about that videography? Ain't getting the tug right now. Come on. Me and Foxy, we're in here. Oh, hang on. Quit trying to get that truck. All right, I'm gonna show y'all what's up with Brutus. Here's where my repeat business. What do you think of my shank here? What do you think of that? Okay, here's my repeat business. Okay. This is what's happening with Brutus. See that O-ring? If I can get y'all focus on it. See how it's eating them up and eroding them away? That's about a week of running. It's just not sealing up tight enough. And here's one that's only been on a couple days. And there's where it's starting. But there's a wood chip under this one. I didn't get it clean good enough. Here's another one. But the oil starts seeping through it and just erodes it. So, got these D-rings put on it. And it's on the track drive where it goes into the center turret there. It runs down to run the track, the wheel motors. That's what's screwed up. And we're also working on a laser boy recliner for Guinea's rental house. I have no idea how I ended involved in this. Well, things are laser boy recliner. Oh, it's a cat napper. Anybody needs a cat nap? Well, I just molded all that together. She said, well, you'll figure out how to take it apart. Well, That don't help us none. We're also changing these hoses on this fork truck. Now, the way these fork trucks work is there's the lift cylinders back here. These, they push up on that frame. And as that frame goes up, there, can you see? As that frame goes up, it's got them rollers on there. See them rollers? With the chain connected. The chain comes down and it connects to the forks frame. I don't know why this phone's acting stupid. Come on, phone. The chain, what do you think, Foxy? So the chain is connected there. So when you push up, when you raise up on your fork truck, it raises up on this, which raises up on that. This frame extends in this frame. So the frame itself goes way up, and your forks can go way up. And it says it's connected to the bottom of your forks. You get extra lift height in a little tight spot. That's what the idea is. That's how it all works. It's got rollers and stuff in it. See how that works? But the hoses that runs the side shift and the forks in and out, you gotta run them down the side to these little trolleys, little pulleys, and see how it's wearing on them. And them some cheapo 2-wire hoses, and they go bad. So I'm getting ready to replace a bunch of them and go to this new style weatherhead, the Z series. And wow, everything's changing. And I think they waited till Parker changed and then they decided to change at the same time, so people wouldn't, I don't know what's going on, but everybody's getting screwed in hoses right now. These are the new style Z series. It's shorter cup. Well, let me see if I got an old U series. Here's a heavy U, but now they got the Z and the S. Where's their S? Scusi. Is that an S? No, that's all U. No, literally, that's all U, buddy. Yeah, I don't see no S's. I had some code 62 and S's on the 4-wire, but the 2-wire is going to a Z series. And here's your 2-wire hoses. There's a 3/8, and there's one crimped on there. It's what they look like after they crimp on. But they say in the 2-wire the pressure's going way up. Let's see what the pressure is. Yeah, that's a 3/8 2-wire hose at 5,800 psi. And of course, this is I think this is a new style hose. It's 5,100 psi. God dang it. Quit focusing on my hand. Sorry, guys. It's 5,100 psi and a 4-wire 1-inch. I want to share with everybody a little mistake I made. And this might help some unknowledged soul out there. Now, lots of us knows when you're running injector lines, you have to have them in the clamps. And I knew that, but I forgot. And Derek put these lines on a while back, and he said, I never got the clamps on. He said, you have to get that on yourself. Sure thing, buddy. I'll get right on that. Well, guess what? 1 week turned into 2. 2 weeks turned into 3. I kept saying, well, I'll get that next week. Well, next thing you know, you're daggone. It's been daggone there a year. Driving back the other day, poof! Son of a bucking blowed my daggone brand new cat. Those of you knows what these cat lines cost. It is a debacle now. That's probably like $400 for that line. And all from my ignorance. Well, I mean, I know better. It's all from, if you know better and you still do it, what is it called? That's not ignorance, that's neglect or something. But somebody out there might not know that. I knew better. I've been through that with them skidders. But like I said, I just kept thinking, oh, I'll be all right for a week or so. Well, then life happens, and then next thing you know, you're a year out and you still ain't got the job done. So I got the new one on there and got them clamped. I never painted the lines, but I always put that lithium grease on them. You know, to keep them from battling, because this line's the next one that's wanting to fail. The line number 4. But I'm gonna try to keep it lubed up because they cost outrageous. I'm trying to keep them lubed up because paint won't stick to them. I can't believe I forgot that. Daggone it. Did fix this return line in my fuel. See where it's leaking right here? They have this son of a buck under everything where you can't get to nothing. I had to take all the pressure lines off, take this line off, take the muffler off, just to get that. And I put, this is the first time I ever tried it, but I put that thread seal goo, this goopy doo, the Primatex. See it? Put that on there and see if it's diesel resistant. But John Deere, if you're watching, I think I speak for everybody. Come on. At least they put the solid line on the return side instead of, but these return lines on a Deere just, it just soaks up labor. If anybody's got a system on how to fix that, I'm gonna try this goopy doo and see what it does. But one thing's for sure, we don't have it figured out on our end yet. A little different injectors in the 6068. They kind of slide in, and then this, I'll start one. These little doodads kind of shoo in there and gives it kind of a compression fit inside the head. But let me put it all together before I get junk in it, because I ain't got no compressed air because Whitey's in the shop.
Thanks guys for watching. One thing I wanted to say is everybody out there, do be safe. Please, we all got to go home at the end of the night. There's other people relying on us, and let's not forget that. Thanks everybody, have a good.
Hey guys and gals, don't forget to go to logyourway.com for all your Log Your Way gear. Thanks. How much you pay me to say that?
Man, how much you going?